the wicketkeeper's moving in line with the ball, and he was going down the leg side. So on that occasion, probably benefited the doubt, correctly going to the batsman. It was very close though. 25 bowled, halfway, 89 for 6.
Soft hands. I really like the fact that he's always got a lot of time when he's playing, Craig Ervine.
He never seems too flustered at the crease. Always gives the impression that he's got everything under control. But in the previous game he was in this situation as well, batting with the lower order, and to build partnerships he needs guys in the top order to be hanging around with him so they can have the confidence to build. At the moment it's more like survival than rebuilding, and that's where Zimbabwe just haven't been able to find a rhythm in any of the games. They've either been over attacking or they've been over defending, because they've never been able to have a passage of play. Apart from the game they scored 333 where Taylor got 100, Sekunda Raza got runs. They looked very fluent, those two in particular. But they can't score runs all the time. You need the other guys to come to the party, and in this particular series Masakadze hasn't scored, Mire hasn't scored, and the lower order, lower middle order, Bill, Waller haven't troubled the scorers at all, so they haven't been able to find any rhythm, any pace of play. 26 bowled, 89 for 6.
خپل افغان دی سیم کارت په نوی یو سیم بدل کړئ او یو جی بی وړیا انټرنیټ ترلاسه کړئ او له کرانا تیز انټرنیټ څخه ګټه واخلئ. له دې وړاندیز څخه د ګټې پورته کولو لپاره د افغان دی سیم تر ټولو نږدې څانګې ته ورشئ.
موږ ویاړو چې افغانان افغانستان سره مینه لري.
Zimbabwe in this contest, they're 2-1 down, need to win this one to stay alive in this competition. Graham Creamer, the captain, alongside Craig Ervine. Trying to do the repair work for Zimbabwe.
Makes it doubly difficult that you're facing one of the best in the business insofar as Rashid Khan is concerned. So you're not coming out there on a flat wicket and you haven't got any, bowlers that are too threatening, and you're able to really believe that you can build a partnership. You know that this bloke can bowl you out. You know that he's a genuine wicket taker. You know that it's going to be difficult to survive, let alone score off him. And that makes it doubly difficult, as I said, for the Zimbabweans when you're 6 down as a team, to have to try and build something against bowling of this quality. It will be very, very hard for them to do.
Well played, wonderfully swept. 4 runs, that's what Craig Ervine is capable of. Without much fuss, plays it with authority.
Yeah, it's one of his go-to shots. and he was able to execute it really, really well. Nobody out there. There's a mid-on, and then there's a backward square leg. There's all of 100 meters, I reckon, that he's got to play with out on the leg side. The length was the key here. So often he gets the right length, rush it, and the bounce causes the batsman to top edge it on that occasion. Just a bit too full, as on that one, and that allows the batsman to get to the pitch of the ball and play it without much fuss. A run through for 2 as well. Good running. The man out. He's just got his length wrong on this over, Rashid Khan, bowling around the wicket, and that's to the left-hander, to Craig Evans. Just been too full, whereas when he comes over the wicket, more comfortable against the right-handers. There's the length, that's tough. Bounce and turn. Well negotiated by Creamer. 27 bowled, 97 for 6.
پوهنتون و انستیتوت علوم طبی مسلم که در مدت زمان کم اعتماد همه‌جانبه هموطنان را به دست آورده برای سال 1397 در فاکولته ها و بخش های ذیل محصل می‌پذیرد. طب معالجوی، استوماتولوژی، حقوق و علوم سیاسی، اقتصاد، نرسنگ عالی، قابلگی، تکنولوژی طبی، فارماسی، پروتیز، انستزی و رادیولوژی. آدرس: شهر غزنی، مرکز ثقافت اسلامی افغانستان، شهرهای کابل، کندهار، جوار دروازه بحر. مسلم، مرکز با اعتماد تحصیلات عالی.
Mujib Zadran back into the attack. 6 overs thus far for him. 2 big wickets, 2 openers, Masakadza and Mire. And he's gone for 33. Taylor played 2 good shots with him, 2 sweeps that went for Max. So then, well, certainly the Zimbabwean batsmen think it was pretty innocuous. There he is, just walking.
Creamer looks unfazed. Oh, this will be interesting.
Is his bat in the air? That's the question. Tell you what, it's very, very close indeed. Lackadaisical from Creamer, dared the fielder to throw, and a direct hit is always going to be close. It looks there that the bat is over the crease when the bails are dislodged. Hold on, there it is. Now you see just over the right-hand shoulder of Shazad, the bail's up in the air. Is that bat? And I'll tell you what, I think he's struggling. I think that might be on the line as the bail is dislodged. So it's got to be out of the groove. This will let us know. So there it is. It's 1 frame back. There we go. Is the bail out? Just don't think so. I think he's just going to be okay, you know. 1 frame is going to save him.
I think he's just safe. He looked completely unfazed after the appeal. He didn't have his heart in the mouth. He was very comfortable, confident too that he's fine. And that's pretty much touch and go. Not out. Much to the disappointment of the crowd that has turned up here.
It shouldn't get that close. That's not how Graham Creamer would have wanted things to pan. I probably would have summed up the day really from a Zimbabwe perspective. But he survives, and he just, yeah, he was 3 or 4 meters out, dared Rashid Khan to throw the stumps down, and direct hit was always going to be close. Very, very close indeed. In 1 frame, you'd have to say, probably saving him.
He just seemed a bit lazy and complacent about that at that point in time. And we were just... Oh, there you go. That's gone. Mujib Zadran strikes. Gets a 3rd wicket. Graham Creamer, the captain, is removed. Animated celebrations from the Afghans, much to the delight of this huge crowd that has turned up today at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. 7th wicket gone.
Is it gone? The umpires are just conferring. They want to see whether this carried or not. Graham Creamer is just hanging about there. He reckons it may be. And he's got a tough job, the third umpire. He's always hard. And we've seen it time and time again all around the world. That when you're trying to judge, as a third umpire where the fingers are underneath the ball, it's always a tough one. Where there's no issue insofar as the front foot is concerned. Legal. Who wants to be a third umpire? I've no idea.
Yeah, this is a very tough one for the third umpire.
Catch. Graham Creamer turned around straight away. There he is. There's the head looking, and he's going, well, hold on, no, I'm not walking for that. I'm not convinced that that's out. So from this angle, we're just missing it going to the right a bit, panning to the left a bit, I should say, and we don't judge anything from that apart from trajectory, I suppose.
If it's inconclusive, do you think that they should go by the call of the fielder? Should trust him, or?
See, from that, this one here is the one for me. Is there two fingers underneath that? I think that this is the best we can do insofar as judging whether that's out or not. And when it gets to that part, I've got no problem with being the fingers being underneath it. It's just the frame after that. If we just go one more, Mr. Director, sir, if you go one more, we'll see whether the next motion, if that's gone onto the ground or not. But it's not needed. The third umpire's made his decision. There we go. You asked what the verdict would be, and it means that he's happy with what he's seen there, and he's going to uphold the decision of the umpires. The sentiment of the Afghans, they were straight.
Afghan 4G LTE. حالا از سرعت 4G در بسته‌های تریپی ما مستفید شوید. 7GB در بدل 8 سلب کنید. 10GB در بدل 11 سلب کنید. 16GB در بدل 18 سلب کنید. در صفحه پیام GB مورد نظر خود را نوشته و به 151 ارسال نمایید.
ما افتخار میکنیم که افغان هستیم. افغانستان را دوست داریم.
ویتامین C برای اولین بار از نوشابه‌های ژاپنی در افغانستان.
فريش بي دايبر علوم دسمال بترکیه هواد ساخت. فريش بي ستاسو دگران و ماشومان لپاره بهترین انتخاب.
To the team, it's now in the middle. The birthday boy, is it? Happy birthday. Of course, he wouldn't have thought that his team would be in this position when he'd walk out to bat. 98 for 7. Craig Irvin still out in the middle with him.
Straight away, he's bowled the googly. Terrific piece of bowling. And Kyle Jarvis all at sea, not picking it at all, leaving a big gap between bat and pad. And Mujib able to sneak one through and disturb the timber once again. They're on a roll here, Afghanistan. Terrific piece of bowling this. Lovely flight and guile. And textbook stuff, you'd have to say, from the young man. And he's having the game of his life thus far. 4 wickets for him. And Zimbabwe, well, they're in big trouble now. Jarvis gone without troubling the scorers, 98 for 8.
مسلم پوهنتون او طبي علوم انستیتیوټ چې په لنډ وخت کې د هیوادوالو هر اړخیزه باور ترلاسه کړی د 1990 کال لپاره په لاندې پوهنځیو او څانګو کې محصلین لري: معالجوي طب، استوماتولوژي، حقوق او سیاسي علوم، اقتصاد، عالی نرسنګ، قابلوي، طبي ټکنالوژي، فارمسي، پروفیز، انستيزي او رادیولوژي. پته د غزنی ښار د افغانستان اسلامي ثقافت مرکز، کابل کندهار لویه لاره بلخ دروازې تر سیمه. مسلم د لوړو زده کړو باوري مرکز.
Mujib Zadran is on a roll here. He's got 2 in 2. As Zimbabwe sink further, 98 for 8. Tendai Chatara walks into the middle. 16-year-old Mujib Zadran is on a hat-trick.
Oh, he gave it a tempted Chatara to play the big shot. And the big strapping fast bowler, well, he doesn't need a second invitation, no matter what the state of the game. You're going to bowl there, I'm going to have a crack. He'll learn as he goes along. That's what you do in schoolboy cricket, throw it up and hope the guy hits it down someone's throat. Just needed to bowl a similar delivery to Jarvis.
That was one way of evading a hat-trick. 102 for 8. 28 gone now.
The Afghan BSIM 4G L.
اوس د 4G سرعت څخه زموږ په دریجی کڅوړو کې ګټه پورته کړئ. 2GB د 800 افغانیو په بدل کې، 10GB د 1100 افغانیو په بدل کې، 14GB د 800 افغانیو په بدل کې. په پیغام پاڼه کې خپل د خوښې GB ولیکئ او 150 ته یې واستوئ.
موږ ویاړو چې افغانان افغانستان سره مینه لرو.
A real wreck at the opposition. This has been a dismal performance in the batting department for Zimbabwe today. On a fast bowler's birthday, Jarvis is celebrating his birthday. Michael Holding is also celebrating his birthday. And the spinners were doing a lot of damage here. Rashid Khan to continue 1 for 18. In the commentary box, I'm Devendra, with me is Neil. Neil, will they survive at least 40 overs today?
Well, that's a lot to ask, Devendra, which means we're talking about 11.5 overs from here on. Looking at the way both these guys are bowling, Rashid, Mujib, it doesn't look like 40 is very easy. They'll have to have an Herculean task to face this man on screen, Mujib Zadran, who's got 4 wickets today.
Well, he got 4 wickets on his one-day international debut, 4 for 24. 4 wickets today, has the opportunity of getting past 5 wicket. We saw Rashid getting 5 wickets in the third one-day international. So it's about just getting through. Maybe Rashid will wrap it up in this over. He hits it down the ground. He's going to take a single. Although he's decided to not go for a run. He thinks that it's up to him to try out. 4 wickets today. Starting with the googly, playing the wrong shot there. Continuous shots and then a fuller length delivery. Again a fall shot from the batsman. Gets a full toss. It's been worked away on the onside. And he should be back for the second. No, he settles for a single this time around. So didn't take a single on the previous ball, but Mujib. And then look at this one, beautiful delivery and beautifully caught at the slip region. And this is a googly once again. So 3 googlies and a 1-leg spinner getting wickets for him. 4 wickets, 5 around the corner.
Well, yeah, a lot is to be done when you say that. Oh, this is a beautiful catch there, a regulation reflection catch in the slips. And he does the...
And so second wicket for Rashid Khan. And it's a Chatara who started in a blizzard fashion with that boundary out for 4. It's
Would they see through 40th? That's jersey number 40. That's the end of the over. 103 for 9 after 29th.
قلم‌های لینک از مشهورترین کمپانی‌های جهان با کیفیت عالی و گارانتی دارای رنگ‌ها و دیزاین‌های مختلف. لینک گلایسر، لینک آفکس، لینک پرایم، لینک کندی، لینک H2O در تمام دکان‌های شهر کابل و ولایات قابل دسترس است. لینک پنس.
Then today, all batsmen are struggling, barring Taylor, who looked good for his 30 of 29, 23 from Irvin, who's batting at the moment, and the third batsman who got past 10 is Ryan Burl, getting 10 of 28. It's been a meek surrender.
Not willing to take that single, Irvin. When he saw that the ball has gone far away, he could go for the 2, ran off, but the ball ensured that they don't have to do too much of running. So welcome boundary there for Zimbabwe. Craig Irvin, 27 of 36, doing the sensible job keeping the strike to himself most of the times. This one has been driven beautifully. Will get 2. Would want to come back hard and fast. Blessing has been made to run like a sprinter.
Yeah, excellent running between the wickets. Just punches off the back foot, then off the block very, very quickly. He's a tall man, Blessing there. Needed a few more steps there. And a fine throw also from the fieldsman from the boundary ropes. Might have challenged with a direct hit, would have gone. Even with better correction also. Cricket.
Debut in fact, and this one has been played towards the mid-wicket region. Will get a single and will bring Blessing on strike. Mujib will feel
angle, but batsman watching the ball onto the bat, staying firmly on the back foot inside the crease. They got slip and a forward shot late. Last ball. Quick.
تغذیه ذیل محصل میپذیرد. طب معالجوی، استوماتولوژی، حقوق و علوم سیاسی، اقتصاد، نرسنگ عالی، قابلگی، تکنولوژی طبی، فارماسی، پروتیز، انستزی و رادیولوژی. آدرس شهر غزنی، مرکز ثقافت اسلامی افغانستان، شهرهای کابل، کندهار، جوار دروازه بر. مسلم، مرکز با اعتماد تحصیلات عالی.
30 overs gone. Rashid from the far end, stepping down, but takes the ball to the long off fielder. Will not go for a run. Irwin, he's not interested. He doesn't want to take those risks and put Blessing on strike.
Well, it's going to be very difficult hitting boundaries against very accurate Rashid Khan. The man who is more interested in every delivery, is watching every ball very carefully, is Mujib. 4 wickets to his credit. Goes down the pitch. It's a long shot over the top of that. Qasim Nurani's 10 for a 6.
Well, that is exactly what he was waiting for, Craig Irwin. He knew in the plot of getting him out, he would want to bowl something different. And a bad ball. This one, a googly, but caught him just at the half volley time. Didn't get the ball, give the ball enough time to spin. This one played it towards the backward square leg region. Will take the single. He's been doing this. Look at this delivery. He saw it off the hand and played it beautifully. A juicy half volley, to say the least.
Yeah, excellent footwork also. Looking to make it straight over there. Didn't have to tilt his bat on in the process of getting that boundary. 6-2 deliveries to survive in this over. Quicker one. Beats the outer part of the bat. Look at this one. The leg spin not turning much. Just holding its line. It's not that he's not thinking about getting a wicket here. Short leg in position, slip in position. Plays down the wrong line, but it's the right thing happening for Zimbabwe. It's 117 for 9.
بچه آماده هستین دیگه برای کوهنوردی؟
والا دوستان آمدن همه مریض هستم.
بیاد که منظره را بر احمد لایو استریم کنیم. بچهش من نمیتونم لایو برم.
خیلی باش ما از افغان بیسیم برش لایو برم.
با سریعترین شبکه 4G از فیسبوک لذت بیشتر ببرید.
ما افتخار میکنیم که افغان هستیم. افغانستان را دوست داریم.
Standing next to the umpire, but Mujib has been called in.
Figuring it out that he's got the opportunity of getting Piper now. So he's into the attack, Mujib Jadran. Beaten once again. So one thing is sure is he's bowling differently. For the first 4 wickets, it was just following the process, just understanding the process and bowling accordingly. Now he's thinking hard about getting a wicket.
This is a regulation. This is the Afghan camp, and they are definitely happy. Relaxing with the sunglasses on a sunny day in Sharjah. Foolish delivery. All dots so far. They don't want to run for these. They don't want to put Blessing on strike. That's what Irwin is doing. Phil Simmons had a chat with him earlier today, and he said that we play to win.
And driven through the covers, and it's a very well-timed and placed stroke for 4.
Very sensible there by Craig Irwin. 4 dot balls he played. Waited for this one delivery, similar to the previous over, where the loosener was dispatched to the boundary line. He'll be on strike. I reckon this is the time when he would want to go for a single.
So he moves into the 40s now, 41 or 48. Quicker delivery, it's been punched into the ground on the offside, straight to the fieldsman, Rashid Khan. 32 overs gone, it's 121 for 9, so another over goes through without taking a...
انستیتوت علوم صحی جامعه کامپلکس با 7 دور فراغت افتخار دارد که برای دور 8م در رشته‌های فارماسی، تکنولوژی طبی، نرسنگ عالی، پروتز دندان، قابلگی عالی، رادیولوژی و انستزی محصل می‌پذیرد. فیس هر سمستر با کار عملی فقط 3000 افغانی. آدرس: سرک کوته‌سنگی، کمپانی، قلعه جرنی. انستیتوت علوم صحی جامعه کامپلکس پیام‌آور آرزوهای شما.
3 for 54, 4 for 66, 5 for 74, 6 for 88, 7 for 98, 8 for 98 and 9 for 103, and this has been some kind of partnership. 18 of 19. Rashid Khan to continue, 2 for 26, 5 wickets in the previous match, and continuing to have that stranglehold over the opposition.
Now Blessing will have to do something to ensure that he doesn't give the wicket, because Craig Irwin on the other end is getting those runs.
And he played a couple of good defensive stroke also. That you can think about, then there was no doubt about the second one with that leg spinner. Oh, edge is found. Has that carried to the slip fielder? No. Faster, quicker. That was the leg spinner. Third wicket. Combination. Today's 7.4 overs, and it's beaten again. Series of, maybe he's consciously bowling around the 4th stump to just get through this over, to give another opportunity to youngster to pick up 5, to taste the sweetness of taking 5 wickets.
Well, for that, Blessing will have to ensure that he doesn't give that wicket. But there is a slip in position. No connection whatsoever. That will be the end of the over. A maiden one. 121 for 9 in 33.
با تبدیل کردن سیم کارت افغان بی سیمتون به سیم جدید یو سیم 1 GB اینترنت رایگان به دست بیاورید و از اینترنت 4G سریع مثل نور لذت ببرید. برای مستفید شدن از این پیشکش محدود به نزدیکترین نمایندگی افغان بی سیم مراجعه نمایید.
ما افتخار میکنیم که افغان هستیم. افغانستان را دوست داریم.
10 at second position, and Graham Creamer at number 3 position. So spinners dominating the chart, and not many fast bowlers in there. 5 wickets for Tendai Chatara, 3 for Gulbuddin, and 3 wickets for Nabi. Another spinner coming in there. So a lot of wickets for spinners throughout the series. Rashid Khan leading the chart with 13 wickets, and no Mujib. So it's interesting, they decided to go with the fast bowler. They given them the opportunity for 2 overs to get a wicket, and it didn't come off. bowled fantastic first spell, creating the pressure, not giving easy runs to the opposition. In his 5 overs, has giving away 12 and tested the patience of 2 batsmen who succumbed to spinners in order to release the pressure.
Well, absolutely. Here there was an opportunity for this young lad, Mujib Zadran. But for how long can you keep doing that? The skipper gave you 2 overs. Go, get a wicket. If you can't get a tail-ender out, then go and stand at the long-on position.
Well, it's a team sport, and you have to understand the requirement of the teams at times. You might have got the opportunity of 2 overs to get a wicket. It hasn't happened. It's time to give opportunity to some other bowler who the captain thinks can get a wicket and dismiss the opposition.
Well, yeah, he's been sent to the corner, as they say. Go and face the corner. The third man, a deep third man position. It's a punishment position, deep third man or deep fine leg. When you haven't been doing well in the field, the captain generally dispatches you there and says, hey, stay there now.
Well, Venkatesh Prasad remembers it really well, playing a test match at Perth, getting a lot of abuse and everything from the crowd and also bottles. I can remember Alistair Campbell played that match in Jodhpur when Zimbabwe chased down a mammoth total against India. Alistair had a role to play in that match. Something happened, I will tell you after this ball, if the wicket doesn't fall.
So for that story, we'll have to ensure that Craig Irwin doesn't give this wicket. Well, Devendra, it looks like we want to hear your story. So go on.
Well, one of the nicest men on planet, on cricketing field, Rahul Dravid was fielding on the boundary ropes. And after this, look at this one, the variation looking to hit it through the onside of the tight end. Wicket-keeping standards needs to be lifted up. So what happened? Rahul Dravid was fielding at a third-man region because he played so many dot balls in that innings, didn't hit many sixes. The crowd wasn't pleased with Rahul Dravid. So he was at the third-man position, and somebody hurled a bottle. Yeah, and it was a glass bottle hurling at Rahul Dravid. And the story didn't end there. Something else happened in the dressing room also, where they did not have these protected walls to cover the wall, but it's a fantastic shot to break the set here.
Well, this one are the runs. They're good as they come. It doesn't matter how Craig Irwin is doing it. It doesn't matter. This one was whacked well, but he's been waiting. He waits for these bad deliveries and plays them. Meanwhile, this is 3 dot balls and then a boundary. Daulat Zadran bowling in from the pavilion end.
Well, the story is not finished. Good bouncer from Daulat Zadran after conceding that boundary. It's a normal reaction from a fast bowler. So then Rahul Dravid decided to go in the pavilion, but there was no wall around Rahul Dravid, the wall himself. And then somebody threw a water bottle at him in the dressing room also. And that match is famous because that was my first appearance as a spectator on a cricket ground. And Sachin Tendulkar got 100, my favorite batsman. And Olanga going for 4 sixes. Zahir Khan hitting those 4 sixes in that last over. Short ball pulls, finds the fieldsman, and it was Olanga who finished that match, victory for Zimbabwe. In that match, it's a different story here. 34 overs gone, it's 126 for 9. Only the shining light in this Zimbabwe unit today in the batting department, Neil.
Well, rightly said. A very patient innings, though. Though the gap between the number of balls faced and the runs doesn't really depict that. This is placed uppishly. Will get a single early in the innings. This is exposing Muzarbani for 4 deliveries, facing Rashid. But Rashid, well, he would have to plan something very different for this lad, because he's reading his googlies well.
Well, I got another man's coming inside the circle around 20 yards from the batsman in the covers. And the point is also there, and somehow managed to drag that one out. It's a huge crowd today on this fantastic Friday evening. Delight for the Afghanistan dressing room. Shapur may not have, got even single game in this series, but still, team is doing well. That's what matters in the end.
Well, I'm so sure Afghanistan would want to try and bring him back in the last ODI, which is on Monday. And I'm so sure that the management would be thinking about it. The way they're performing right now. A googly and well defended there. He's having a smile there on his face. Well, most of the good batsmen, in fact the top order batsmen, weren't able to read this. But this lad, blessing, he's actually watching the ball off the hand and going properly on top of the ball, lunging forward and playing it defensively beautiful.
Well, even Rashid Khan is impressed with his defensive technique. 127 for 9.
با تبدیل کردن سیم کارت افغان بی سیمتون به سیم جدید یو سیم 1 جی بی اینترنت رایگان به دست بیاورید و از اینترنت 4G سریع مثل نور لذت ببرید. برای مستفید شدن از این پیشکش محدود به نزدیکترین نمایندگی افغان بی سیم مراجعه نمایید.
ما افتخار میکنیم که افغان هستیم. افغانستان را دوست داریم.
Craig Irvin, the younger brother of Sen Irvin, is betting on 47 of 57. With 5 fours and a 6, stands a chance of getting to a half century to give something to cheer about to the Zimbabwean fans watching from the stands and watching it also on television in Zimbabwe. Tucks away on the onside. Doesn't want to take a single. Especially against the fast bowlers. He knows that he's got good technique, blessing with Rubani against the spinners.
Well, yeah, you wouldn't want to risk this at all. The runs are coming in. The runs are definitely coming in. Even if it's just a single, a couple of runs, he's trying to get those boundaries in too. But those are coming only because he's facing most of the deliveries of every single over. Barring the previous one where this one played towards the third man region and not running for this yet again. He knows he takes a single, Blessing will get on strike and there is an opportunity for the bowlers to have a crack at him.
Those who are interested in knowing the score of Indian team playing against South Africa at Centurion, they are 120 for 2. South Africa after put into bat. Sradal Thakur playing his match, getting both the wickets. De Villiers is still there, so that's something that will make the match very, very interesting.
Well, while we're talking about it, looks like De Villiers is walking back. Did he just get out? Back to our game. Afghanistan versus Zimbabwe, the 4th ODI at the Sharjah International Cricket Stadium. Daulat Zadran bowling in a beautiful effort there. Daulat Zadran and the other bowlers actually trying to get rid of this last pair. Craig Irvine very much in charge of the proceedings for the final wicket here. The partnership of 24 runs for this last wicket. In 41 deliveries has come in pretty handy.
Pulls it beautifully. That's a lovely timed stroke, and that brings up half century for Irvin. Well played. Came at a difficult time, wicket stumbling all around him, but he made sure that he maintained his composure and found a method to deal with the spinners and fast bowlers alike. Applause from the Zimbabwe dressing room and the fans here.
Well, there couldn't have been a better timing for this. Craig Irwin, 51 and 62 deliveries, 36 of them are dot balls, 6 boundaries and 1/6. A strike rate pretty healthy at 82.3.
Well, they struggled to develop a partnership shot pull. Once again, he played a couple of delightful pull shots. And this one's just in front of square on the onside. He likes hitting in that region. So in the couple of matches earlier also. Yeah, acknowledged well. And flicks it beautifully, just for one this time around. And I don't think he's going to go for this run this time around. And that marks the end of the over also. He will retain this strike with the scorecard reading 132 for 9.
Almas.
باشه. 132 for 9. Mudirbani is on to naught and Irwin is betting on 52. Played a wonderful innings. Just driving through the covers. And then the reverse sweep. So very composed and also good shot selection today. So how do you rate this innings, Alistair Campbell?
Oh, it's just a pity that none of the recognised batsmen have been able to hang around with him. He's played shots all around the wicket, horizontal bat shots, some lovely drives as well. Used his feet there brilliantly to Rashid Khan. Because he was looking for a few runs, looking to get back in form, and looks like he's there again, Craig Irvin, but this would have been much better served in a capacity where he was building a partnership, trying to build a bigger score. Square of the wicket, off and onside, no surprises there. That's his strong area. So from a Zimbabwe perspective, if you're looking about longer term, definitely they'll be pleased that he's back in some sort of form, particularly going into the qualifiers. You want your top batsman confident and scoring runs. So from that perspective, a good one. But from today's perspective, he's played a bit of a lone hand and nobody really able to stick with him.
But you can't attribute this failure to this wicket, right? The surface, it's been a very good surface. And the way, you know, Taylor batted for that brief period, Irwin looked comfortable. And he sweeps it well, just for one.
The bottom line, it's a very good batting surface. We know that. We've seen the scores scored on this particular surface. And Zimbabwe, 2 days ago and today, have made a real hash of putting up a decent total and putting Afghanistan under pressure.
Plays it defensively. Well, Mudirbani on his strike, they got man on the boundary ropes at the long on position. 37 overs gone. It's 133 for 9.
دازل په KMC مورن روغتون کې له 50 سلنه ټیټ سره هندي ډاکټران هریو پروفیسور ډاکټر سومیت آنند د اورتوپیدي او بندونو د بدلولو په څانګه کې پروفیسور ډاکټر ماینک بدن د معدې په څانګه کې پروفیسور ډاکټر ډیکسټ په عقلي عصبي او د سر دردونو په څانګه کې د سلواغې د میاشتې له 20 څخه د کپ تر لومړۍ نیټې پورې همدارنګه ډاکټر عبدالعزیز د هند له هیواد څخه د عمومي داخلي په څانګه کې پروفیسور ډاکټر شریفه حقجو د ستوني غوږ پزې او د مخ د ښکلا په څانګه کې پروفیسور ډاکټر محمد کمال د لیپراسکوپي په څانګه کې هر ورځ د سهار له 8 بجو د مازدیګر تر 4 بجو پورې ستاسو په چوپړ کې دي نور د سلواغې له 20 څخه د کپ تر لومړۍ نیټې پورې د شکرې تور او سپین زیړي او وینې غوړ په وړیا توګه کتل کېږي پته د پولیسو څلور لاري کارتیسي کابل افغانستان KMC درملنه په مسکا سره
میامنی کنی بیکار کار که
بطری ها اولین راحت ترین نوع بسته‌بندی بوده، اما جاشونو به بسته‌بندی پاکتی دادن که به راحتی بطری نیستن. پس اینا هم باید جاشونو به بسته‌بندی جدید بدن. بسته‌بندی جدید سانستار کامبیدان، استفاده از اون به راحتی بطریه و مثل پاکت کیفیت نوشیدنی رو حفظ میکنه. پس با هم کامل تر. سانستار.
کاروان برگزیدگان.
یم یم کانتیننتال و فست فود، مکانی دنج و پر از آرامش، تندیسی از پاکیزگی با معیارهای بلند مهمانداری به سطح بین الملل، فضای متفاوت و پذیرایی به بهترین وجه با سرویس عالی و پرسنل آموزش دیده، با حضور آشپزان و غذاهای داخلی و خارجی، پیش غذا و نوشیدنی های گوارا. در زیباترین مکان پایتخت حضور گرمتان را پذیرا هستیم. یم یم سمبولی از تنوع و غذاهای معیاری.
فريش بي بي دايبر علوم دسمال د قوي جذابیت سره د ترکیه هواد ساخت د ښکلي بوی درلودونکی سل په سلو کې نخي
Well, not many people in catching position there. It's making sure that doesn't concede any boundary here. That is the focus at the moment. Works through the onside, not for run. It's farming strike and occasionally making sure that it takes a single of the fourth or fifth delivery to retain his strike. Solid in defense this time around. He's thinking about just getting through this over, just deny the opportunity of taking 5 wickets for Mujib. But when you just got 4 deliveries to go, you think differently as a bowler. Swept it well, not going for run.
Yeah, just trying to take as much of the strike as possible, and that's exactly what he needs to do, Irvin. In the 5 balls that he's looking to farm the strike, he'll be also thinking just to try and find a boundary from somewhere, and if he can't, then he'll be happy just to play it out and get a single off the 5th delivery, or maybe the 6th, and get down the other end. Another leg spinner. He's just so hard to pick as Mujib Zadran. Orthodox leg spinners, the googly, he's got an off spinner as well. Have a look at this. There's the leg spinners coming into the right-hander. And he's got a fairly good googly that nips away as well. Down the wicket this time, Irvin. Trying to find that boundary. And it's a very good piece of fielding, you have to say. He hit it really hard. Was great intent to try and get it away to the boundary, but denied. Good commitment. They've been good in the field today, Afghanistan, really throwing themselves around. And on that occasion, quick reaction saving him from a wee bit of embarrassment.
Yeah, Najibullah, the fieldsman there. There goes a beautiful delivery. 5-wicket haul for Mujib Zadran today. The other day it was about Rashid Khan, today for Mujib, and finally getting it through of the last ball of his spell. 38 overs, Zimbabwe all out for 134.
Thoroughly deserved, and congratulations all round for the young man. He's bowled superbly well in the series thus far, and getting his just rewards today with a 5-wicket haul. Really, really good stuff. He was spot on, opening the bowling, given the hard job to do in the power play overs, and this is how it all ended for him. going back was blessing him Zarabani. He's had success playing in that way against Rashid Khan, I should say, but not so on this occasion to Mujib Zadran. And yeah, elation for the young man. He'll remember this for a long time to come. 5 wickets for him, and the ball is a souvenir as well. And a job well done from the Afghanistan perspective. Ashgar Stanikzai will be very happy with the way his team performed. Lost the toss, were inserted into the field. Zimbabwe elected to bat first, and they've done a sterling job to restrict Zimbabwe to 134, led by that man, Mujib Zadran. 5 for 50 he ended up in exactly 10 overs, and a day to remember for him here in Sharjah.
Well, captain just making one change, and that's of bringing the spinner in. So all the wickets falling to the spinners. Mujib Zadran with his right arm off break, leg break and all googlies and everything. 10 overs, no maiden. 5 wickets for 50. It's been a phenomenal bowling performance coming in from Mujib Zadran today. Talking about the batting contribution, nobody stood up except Irwin.
Yeah, lone hand really not out in the end. Craig Irwin, 54 for him. Taylor was looking really good for his 30 at better than run a ball. We'll have a look at the rest of the scorecard. The only other double figures coming from Ryan Bill of 28 deliveries, but nobody able to get to grips with the bowling, nobody able to get to grips with the conditions, and in the end they find themselves woefully short on a good batting wicket.
Well, 10 overs, no maiden, 5 wickets for 50 and 2 wickets for Nabi. Rashid Khan getting 2 for 28 in his 10 overs. He bowled well, and Ashraf, the induction in the side, taking 1 for 15. And now let's go down to Abdullah. He's speaking to Mujib Zadran. 5 for 50 today.
Okay, so we had a fantastic performance here from Afghanistan, and Mujib Zadran, he got 5 for 50 and here with us. And we'll ask him a few questions about that. Mujiba nana ta 15 wicket واخسته په پچ کې مرسته وکړه څنګه مبارک دی درته.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحیم. نن پچ کې لکه دای ما باندې ټیکو ما په دای باندې ټیکو کو لکه دای په ما باندې ټیکو زه ډېر خوشاله یم. دای په ما باندې ټیکو کرنځونه را باندې کول نو ما هم ټیکو کو 15 وکټ مې تر لاسه کړې. نو سپینرانو خو بالینګ سره وکړو منډه شي خره سره وکړو ډاټ ډاټ بالونه او دای وکټ لاسه راکړي.
ټارګټ ډیر کم دی نو څه فکر کوئ چې د موږ له طرفه به د افغانستان طرف به جواب څنګه وي؟
ان شاء الله موږ بیټسمنان ډیر ښه دي مکمل ډیر ښه پوره دي او ټارګټ ډیر کم دی. ان شاء الله په اسانۍ سره به چیس کوو. پوره ذمہواري اخلي بیټسمنان ان شاء الله په اسانۍ سره چیس کوو.
یوه لوبه بله پاتې او تاسو تر اوسه پورې د راشد 12 وکټ تاسو اخیستي 12 راشد اخیستي دي نو څه پلان دی د را روان لوبې لپاره؟
راشد ښه بالر دی او ښه بالینګ کوي نو زه هم کوشش کوم او هم ښه کوشش کوي نو ښه پارټنرشپ روان دی بالینګ کې نو زه به کوشش کوم هغه به کوشش کوي چې کوم یو ټاپ شي افغانستان طرفه دا به ډېر ښه وي.
مننه تشکر مبارک دی وي درته. well played.
مننه ژوند دی.
Okay, so Mujib he found the pitch quite useful, and he and Rashid both have got 12 wicket each, and they are looking forward to the next match ahead, which will be here on Monday. We will be back in we'll take a short break and we'll be back, and it's over to the commentary box now.
Thank you very much.
سلام و عصر بخیر. به فشرده مهمترین ها از یک خوش آمدید. روند توزیع شناسنامه های الکترونیکی آغاز شد. رئیس جمهور غنی بانوی نخست کشور و 10 مقام ارشد حکومت امروز در کاخ ریاست جمهوری بایومتریک شدند و به زودی شناسنامه جدید را دریافت خواهند کرد. همزمان دکتر عبدالله رئیس اجرایی حکومت و شریک 50% قدرت با آغاز این روند مخالف است و تاکید دارد بدون دست یافتن به یک اجماع ملی آغاز این روند بیشتر چالش ساز است. در این میان آگاهان هم آغاز این روند را با موجی از مخالفت‌ها به سود کشور نمی‌دانند. امریکا در تازه ترین مورد فهرست 12 تن از رهبران ارشد شبکه حقانی و طالبان را به اسلام آباد تسلیم داده و خواستار بازداشت این افراد شده است. مقام ها در کاخ سفید گفتند اگر واقعا اسلام آباد اراده برای مبارزه با هراس افغانی در خاکش دارد باید این افراد را بازداشت کند. افزون بر این بریتانیا تاکید کرده است که این کشور همواره با امریکا، آلمان و فرانسه در پیوند به قرار دادن پاکستان در فهرست جهانی تمویل کنندگان هراس افغانی تصمیم نهایی را خواهند گرفت. 17 نهاد امنیتی امریکا هشدار داده است که پاکستان در سال 2019 غیر قابل اداره خواهد شد و گروه‌های هراس افغان در این کشور می‌توانند در برابر منافع واشنگتن در افغانستان وارد عمل شوند و اداره آنها دشوار خواهد شد. در این گزارش نگاشته شده است که پاکستان در برابر هراس افغانان در کشورش انعطاف نشان می‌دهد. از سوی هم وزیر داخلی پاکستان به امریکا هشدار داده که اسلام آباد به هر گونه عملیات یکجانبه واشنگتن پاسخ خواهد داد. رئیس حزب اسلامی از طالبان مسلمی خواهد که از جنگ دست بردارند. همزمان اعضای شورای انسجام جمعیت اسلامی در مراسم گرامی داشت از سالروز خروج ارتش سرخ شوروی از افغانستان نظام کنونی در کشور را از دستاوردهای مجاهدان می‌دانند و میگویند به هیچ کس اجازه نمیدهند که این نظام را تخریب کند. وزیر امور مهاجران و برگشت کنندگان میگوید روی یک برنامه اضطراری کار میکنند که در صورت اخراج بی‌رویه مهاجران افغانستان از پاکستان با چالش روبرو نشوند. سید حسین عالمی بلخی تاکید میکند که این وزارت با پاکستان و کمیشنری سازمان ملل متحد در امور پناهندگان در حال رایزنی است تا برگشت مهاجران افغانستان داوطلبانه و بر بنیاد شرایط افغانستان باشد. قرار است وزیر ایالتی و مرزی پاکستان برای گفتگو در همین مورد هفته آینده به کابل بیاید. برخ کشاورزان للمیکار در شمال و غرب کشور میگویند که تا هنوز تراکتورهای رایگان وزارت زراعت و آبیاری در اختیارشان قرار نگرفته است. به ویژه کشاورزان تخار، بلخ و هرات تاکید دارند که با در اختیار قرار گرفتن تراکتورهای رایگان میتوانند فراورده های للمی را چندین برابر افزایش دهند و تولید گندم در کشور بیشتر خواهد شد. از 2 روز به این سو وزارت زراعت و آبیاری به تمامی ریاست‌هایش در 24 ولایت دستور داده که برای افزایش کشتزارهای للمی تراکتورهایشان را در اختیار کشاورزان به گونه رایگان قرار دهند. فعالیت‌های اقتصادی زنان هراتی در چند سال پسین افزایش یافته است. مسئولان ریاست امور زنان این ولایت میگویند برنامه‌های رویدست دارند که به زودی فعالیت زنان در هرات را بهبود خواهد بخشید. همزمان شمار از بانوان از این که محدودیت را کنار زدند و در کارهای اجتماعی سهم گرفتند ابراز خرسندی می‌کنند. یک دادگاه استیناف فدرال امریکا منع سفر شهروندان 6 کشور عمدتاً مسلمان را ناقض قانون اساسی امریکا اعلام کرد. دادگاه استیناف ناحیه 4 ایالت ویرجینیای آمریکا اعلام کرده که فرمان ضد مهاجرتی دونالد ترامپ علیه شهروندان 6 کشور عمدتاً مسلمان در مغایرت با قانون اساسی امریکا قرار دارد. همزمان با این سنای آمریکا در تصویب طرح حفاظت از مهاجران غیر قانونی در این کشور به هیچ توافق دست نیافت. فشرده مهمترین ها از یک همین قدر بود و حال را شما را دعوت میکنم به ادامه بازی کرکت.
Mujib Jadran 5 for 50, his first 5-wicket haul in one-day internationals, and then wickets coming in from all the spinners, Ashraf, Nabi and Rashid Khan. 2 for Rashid Khan, 2 for Nabi, 1 for Ashraf. All the 10 wickets going to the spinners. And Rashid Khan continuing to lead the chart in the bowling department with 13 wickets in this 5 one-day international series. We are into the 4th match only. Mujib Jadran following him just by 2 wickets. That's where he is at the moment, and you never know, things can change with Graham Crimmer at 8 wickets. So the batsmen have come out. So the fieldsmen, and Afghanistan required 135 runs to win in 50 overs at the rate of 2.7 runs per over. In the commentary box, I'm Devendra, and giving me company is Alistair Campbell. Shehzad has come out and he has a struggle against the fast bowlers.
He has struggled. He's a shot maker. Loves to see the ball whizzing to the boundary, does Mohammad Shehzad, into his 62nd game. Just shy of 2,000 runs. Maybe he can accomplish that today, but look at the strike rate. That's what I'm talking about. He doesn't hang about, this bloke, but they have found him out with the short delivery. Now then, Kyle Jarvis to bowl the first ball to Shehzad.
And he gets a short ball straight away. A handy average of 90 requires another 41 runs to become the second Afghan player to reach 2,000 runs in one-day internationals. So clear plans there from Zimbabwe bowlers. Jarvis on his birthday, starting with a short ball to Shehzad. Slip in position, third man on the boundary. On the offside, they got point, man in the covers. There's a gap available between the cover and mid-off on the offside for the temptation for drive. This back of length, that's the length that they will be bowling.
Yeah, I don't think he'll get many drives that way. I think they've worked him out enough now, have the Zimbabweans, so they're going to try and ping that back of a length. Good to see the commitment in the field. Ryan Bill diving to his right. They need a lot of that, do the Zimbabweans. They need some skill with their bowling, back it up in the field, try and get a few early wickets here and just create a few problems for the Afghan batters. 134, nowhere near enough, but you never know. Yeah, he's hanging back. He's hanging back. He's not coming forward either. He knows that that will be the method of attack. And so you don't see that front foot coming too far down the wicket from Shehzad. 30 matches for Kyle Jarvis, 34 wickets. Whenever you go more wickets than games played, you've done a pretty good job. 3 for 36, his best figures. Economy rate of just under 6 to the over, maybe a slightly on the high side. You'd like that to be a little bit lower than that.
Pulls it through the onside. Will take a single. Shehzad will be off the mark with that single. A typical tennis stroke to get through that the first run. But Jarvis will be up today, celebrating his 30th birthday. Janath into his 7th match, 98 runs for him. He's got the technique but hasn't got many runs. It's a matter of just 6 matches before that. May get today, maybe. Best of 54 with a strike rate of 70.5, which is okay if you got another striker opening the batting with you.
Yeah, still early on in his career, finding his way in international cricket. From what I've seen, seems to have the ability. Just needs to spend more time at the crease. We've seen him be very good through the offside, particularly through extra cover, up and over extra cover, mid-off. That's his strong areas. Lisa Nulla. It's maybe on occasion just been a bit impetuous insofar as trying to find the boundary too often. Loves to play his shots, as does Shehzad. And potentially these two, this opening combination, can be very explosive.
It's good in swinger. It's been worked away, not for run. It brings us first over is bowled. It's 1 for no wicket with Shehzad on the strike.
میفهمی استاد راجع به امتحان صبا به من چی گفت؟ استاد گفت امتحان صفحه های
تا چی وقت به خاطر هر گپ پول پرداخت کنیم؟
حالا می توانید 12 دقیقه را در بدل 300 افغانی از افغان بیسیم به افغان بیسیم برای 1 ماه به دست آورید. برای فالسازی ستاره 233 ستاره 4 ستاره 1 علامت نمبر را دایل نمایید. با پرداخت کمتر بیشتر صحبت کنید.
ما افتخار میکنیم که افغان هستیم. افغانستان را دوست داریم.
It is Tendai Chatara, 49th match for him, 66 wickets, 4 for 33. And the athlete can bowl those slower deliveries, but the lead is getting a wicket here somehow.
This series has been all about the numbers, hasn't it? That first game, bizarre, 333, plays 179, vice versa in the game after that. And then the winning margin being the score for the third game. Well, I've got another one for you, is that in Albury, 1992 World Cup, Zimbabwe made 134, bowled England out for 125. Is that an omen, Dave?
And in the year 1996, 188. That's what Gary Kirsten managed. 188, playing the second match of the Cricket World Cup 1996. Just one short of Viv Richards 189. But that can be here at the Sharjah also. India defending 120. There is some history attached to this ground also. Short and wide, and it's been thumped away on the offside for 4, to the delight of the spectators here.
Yeah, not a great delivery from Tendai Chitara. Short, wide, any surface really, you bowl there. You're bound to get clattered through the offside. He likes it there, Shazad. There it is, doesn't have to move his feet much. Just a free flow of the blade, smashes it through cover.
But your memories of playing that match, you played that match, I think.
12th man was carrying the drinks. But I do remember the first delivery. Graham Gooch out to Edo Brandes for first ball. Oh, there we go. That's agricultural at best. But the result, they like that. The crowd are on their feet as well. They've come to know and love Shazad. This is the way he plays. And on this occasion, giving himself room, trying to hit it up and over the offside again. Gets a healthy inside edge. And away to the boundary for 4.
Well, there is something about players playing from subcontinent with a lot of freedom. Those who play with the freedom, they are more appreciated than those who are technically correct. And that's why Shahid Afridi for his boom style of play, and Shajab for Afghanistan wants a single this time around. Is there a different case in Zimbabwe? They appreciate the technically correct batsman, or the batsman with a flair?
Everyone loves the flair. Everyone loves the ball going out of the ground. You know, the days of watching their 5-day cricket, watching people guts it out and score 100 or 300 deliveries. Remember Sanjay Mandrake in our first test match, I think he batted 11 hours.
چې په لنډ وخت کې د هیوادوالو هر اړخیزه باور ترلاسه کړی د 1990 کال لپاره په لاندې پوهنځیو او څانګو کې محصلین لري: معالجوي طب، استوماتولوژي، حقوق او سیاسي علوم، اقتصاد، عالی نرسنګ، قابلګي، طبي ټکنالوژي، فارمسي، پروتیز، انستيزي او رادیولوژي. پته د غزنی ښار د افغانستان اسلامي ثقافت مرکز، کابل کندهار لویه لاره بلخ دروازې تر سیمه. مسلم د لوړو زده کړو باوري مرکز.
Shadows lengthening around the pitch area there. Jarvis to continue, bowled a very impressive first over. And no slip in position. They got third man on the boundary. No slip, just a man on the drive at the covers.
And Shazad has shown his intent. He's going to want to get this done very quickly. So he's going to play a few shots here.
And he plays a beautiful shot. That is a glorious strike for 6.
What a shot. And he held his pose as well. He knew as he hit that, it'd come right out the middle. And just to annoy the bowler further, he stands in his stance and holds it like a statue. It's pitched up right.
Through the offside.
I think Shazad has just politely asked him to look at the scoreboard.
Well, this thing will do is that will fire Shazad up. It's not that he's stroking the ball beautifully in an attacking fashion. 24 or 15, and Hassanullah yet to open his account.
You hear coaches around the world talk to batsmen and talk about players playing naturally, and it's such a cliche, and